Welcome today, guys. I want to go over something I like to call someday. What it's going to be about is how don't say, oh, someday I'll do this, someday I'll do that. Because you don't know that someday is going to show up. I'm getting this from James chapter 4, verses 14 and 15. This is a KJV version. Whereas you know not what shall be on the morrow. For what is your life? It is even a vapor that appeareth for a little time, and then vanisheth away. For that you ought to say, if the Lord will, we shall live, and do this or that. So don't say, like, if you're saying they're struggling with addiction, like alcohol or something, don't say, oh, tomorrow I'll try not to drink the alcohol, I'll try not to get too drunk. If you're saying they're stuck in lustful thoughts, you're watching adult content, don't be like, oh, tomorrow I'll try. No, you don't have tomorrow. You're going to say, hey, let me stop now. Let me get down on my knees and pray to the Lord and say, Lord, I'm sorry. I should not have done that. Say, Lord, if you will, let me go tomorrow as a better person. Let me start today as a better person, and let me go through tomorrow without giving in to all those sins. Sin is not something that you really have. Well, it's something the world has because sin entered the world by one man. Sin is an action. You thinking something, like you thinking, hey, I want to get drunk, is not a sin itself. While I would say it is bad to say, hey, I want to get drunk, you're not going to overall get punished by God by that sin. But if you sit there and you get drunk every day, you go out and party with girls and do bad stuff, or party with men and do bad stuff. But if you're doing that kind of stuff and you don't repent of that sin, then God's going to say, you had all your life to get right with me. And he'll say, I don't know you. And then you will have to suffer for your consequences. Now, they'll say he's an all-loving God. All right, so the all-loving God thing, what it is where you are sitting there and he's like, I'm not going to force you to love me, but I want you to love me. So he's not going to promise you tomorrow, but he's going to say, hey, if you have tomorrow, it's going to be a great day. So if he says, hey, tomorrow you're going to do this, that means you have tomorrow. But if not, if you don't know if you're going to have tomorrow, say, Lord, if you will, let me do this tomorrow. Let me have tomorrow. Thank you for listening to this, and stop with the some days and say today. I love you all, and God bless.